angel of light, come into me, show me what I need to see.
Hi, my name is Pauline with PaulineVictoria.com. I want to thank you for participating in the conversation with me, and if you have further questions, I'm getting great questions, and if you want to continue participating or if you want to jump right on in, please send me your questions in the comment section below, or you can email me your questions at paulinevictoria.com. So the question I am going to answer today is, how do you take care of your baby? For those of you who don't know, I actually have a 5-year-old son that I gave physical birth to. I was 10 years old when an overwhelming feeling of knowing that I was meant to be a mother. I don't know if any of you have had that experience where you just have this understanding as a child of things that were going to come in your life. Now, 10 years old, I had no idea what that meant or how that would happen, and as I got older and the whole dating and relationships arena started opening up, I had no idea if I would even get married and how that would happen. But I was fortunate enough to find love and get married. And my husband actually had children from a previous marriage. And so when we got married, I became an instant stepmother. And being a stepmom is very fulfilling, but it's different from when you have your own child. But being that my husband actually had children from a previous marriage, he wasn't committed either way to having a child or not having a child. And at 28, my biological clock started ticking very loud. But I needed my husband to be 100% committed and present to wanting a child, because I knew that having a child would be double the work for him, given our circumstance. So, I can remember vividly when we were in church, and he leaned over to me and he said, "I'm ready to have a baby." And in that moment, tears started streaming down my face. My heart leapt for joy. I was so grateful, and I knew this was it. And on our first try, it was almost like my son from above, his soul was saying, "Please hurry up and have me already. I'm ready to come down to earth." And as soon as we started trying, I got pregnant. It was amazing. And the pregnancy was great. I had a great pregnancy. I carried full term, actually went over a few days. And even before my son was born, we had a very special bond. And I talked to him a lot, and I think there was a sense of knowing that he was coming to me and that I was going to be a different kind of mom. Well, when I did give birth to him and he came into the physical form in this world, and came into my world, there were a lot of challenges that I was not prepared to handle. And one of the main challenges was seeing my son and not physically being able to take care of him. As a mother, you have this natural instinct to nurture your child. And I had that same instinct. I had that same desire. But I couldn't fulfill that desire. And that was one of the learning lessons that I had to learn, is that I had to remove myself and my own ego and my own pride to allow other people to take care of my child and me sit on the sidelines, because him getting taken care of was more important than my bruised ego. And I was very fortunate that my husband stepped up to the plate. I was very fortunate that my stepchildren gave freely of their time and energy, their hands and feet, and more importantly, their love. And what was beautiful about the dynamic we had in our house as my son was an infant and toddler and growing up to where he is now, he's 5 years old, is that everyone still respected and understood that I was his mother. because I wondered, would my son bond with me because I wasn't the one taking care of him? And my son and I had the most strong and deep bond that I could have ever imagined. I may not have been able to pick him up when he fell down, but I could give him an encouraging word to lift his spirits. I may not have been able to feed him his bottle, but I could feed him my love. And those things, that is what bonds a mother and child. And I am grateful for my family who has stepped up to help raise my child, my son, and take care of him, and at the same time give me space to also take care of him. And it is one of the most rewarding gifts I could have been given to experience in this life. So understand that when we play a role in each other's lives, it's more than just the physical care that we can give one another. There's an emotional angle, there is the spiritual, and then there's the mental. So we can all contribute. No matter what your abilities are, no matter what your experiences are, we can all contribute to the development of one another. Hopefully this has given you some insight into my life, and also helped you see where you can contribute to other people's lives in different ways, because how we contribute can look different for everybody. Thank you so much for participating in this conversation with me and helping me keep it going. I really appreciate you and your time. Until we meet again, be blessed.
Angel of light, come into me, show me what I